final push up to the ridgeline. I hope. You got Little Tahoma is right in front of you. Whitman Crest, K-Spires out that way. Incredible views. That point out there is Mount Ruth. The glacier is in such good condition. We feel this is pretty safe. And we're picking up some speed. Nikki's cooking. Going sideways. She's out of control. Good morning. We're at White River Campground in Mount Rainier National Park. We are headed out the Glacier Basin Trail. We are going to try to climb Steamboat Prow or Ruth. We're going to kind of play it by ear and see what things look like when we get out there. Weather's clearing up. It's looking like it might end up being a pretty nice day, so we'll see you out there. Just over a mile in, we're at the junction with the Glacier Basin Camp Trail and the Emmons Marine Trail. We noticed just a while back at a viewpoint there that there is a really nice bridge that's put in over the river to stay on that Emmons Marine Trail. Looks like it just kind of goes up the ridge and you can follow that all the way to Ruth Mountain. We're just not real familiar with that trail. We've been on this one before, so we're going to stick to the plan, hike out the Glacier Basin, take it from there.
We are a little over 2.5 miles in, about 5,500 feet, and we're just starting to hit continuous snow. So I'd imagine it will probably be consistent snow from here on.
We are almost 3 miles in. Come to this little switchback that earlier in the season when this is snow covered, this sign is not here, and the boot pack often leads this way towards the creek crossing, which is way too soon. We did that the first time we were on this trail. Killed a lot of time that way, but it actually just kind of switches back, goes up this way, takes you right into Glacier Basin. Much easier than if you follow the boot pack in the wintertime that often leads this way. Keep that in mind. Not quite 3.5 miles in, about an hour and 20 minutes. We're just making it to Glacier Basin Camp. We're almost at 6,000 feet of elevation, and we might take a little break here, grab a quick bite to eat, and then kind of scout out the route, see what the glacier looks like for the Inter Glacier up to Steamboat Prow, or maybe just up to Ruth. I don't know. We'll see.
We made it to Glacier Basin. It is very thawed for June. We were here June a few years ago. This was all snow covered. So a couple years ago when it was snow covered, we shot up that area. You can see a kind of a track there, hit the ridge and climbed over to Ruth.
Getting a better look of the Inter Glacier. Of note, there is a random Scarpa trail runner here. So if you lost a blue Scarpa spin trail runner, it's here on a rock. If you left both pair and are climbing, I think maybe a marmot took the other one. I don't know. Alright, we just threw on some crampons, got our ice axe out, and we're kind of entering the Inter Glacier here. You can sort of see the route right in front of me. Just goes up kind of right there to the left of those rocks, and then it gains the ridge. And then we should be able to take a right, head to Steamboat Prow.
We are finally above this rock band that we were worried about rock fall. We came right up through that little gully there, and it is now a whiteout, which is like classic Rainier.
Very steep. Kind of soft snow, tough going. It's hot out on this snowfield, but the clouds roll in and roll out, so still looking pretty nice. I think we're almost to the top of this ridge line, and then I don't know, I think we still have like another 1,000 feet to go from there up to Steamboat, so we'll see. Made it to this nice little rock here. Gonna take a break, pound some electrolytes, catch our breath a little bit, and keep on pushing. There's Nikki making her way up. It's steep. Left our break spot. That's that rock right down behind Nikki. I think this is sort of the final push up to the ridgeline. I hope you can see some people kind of milling about on the rocks up there, right there. And I'm not sure if that's where we're headed, but feels like we're getting close. Almost to the ridge line. Right up here is Steamboat Prow, but I believe the route generally goes straight in front of us, kind of to the left, gains the ridge, and then takes a right and kind of traverses this little ridge here, which is what we're going to do. Get off this soft snow. Maybe the rock will be a little nicer to us. We gained the ridge. There's some campsites from Camp Curtis, which is back behind us towards Ruth on the ridge. You got Little Tahoma is right in front of you. Whitman Crest, K-Spires out that way. Incredible views. That point out there is Mount Ruth. And that is the direction we came from. To the summit of Steamboat. The views up here are spectacular. It's like 9,600 feet. I'll take another video and show you around a little more. Alright, just had a nice little lunch up here on Steamboat Prow, had it all to ourselves. Incredible views of summit of Rainier and Little Tahoma right in front of us. We are headed back down the ridge and get down off the soft snow and glacier before it gets too warm. Snow's in pretty good shape for some good plunge heel stepping. So we came off the ridge line a little earlier than the way we went up. Try to cut off a little bit of distance going down. Where those guys are right there in front of me is where we came up. We're just kind of aiming back down for this rock right in front of us. Decided to take the quick route down. The glacier is in such good condition. We feel this is pretty safe. And we're picking up some speed. Nikki's cooking. Going sideways. She's out of control. She'll be fine. She'll reel it back in. There she goes. All right, we cooked it down that mountain. We are almost back to the Melted Out Trail. as you can see there in front of us. Snow is so soft. That was probably the best glissading we've ever experienced. I mean, that was just one continuous run, basically from the ridge all the way down through, like across the Inter Glacier through the rockfall zone. No faster way to get through that rockfall zone than just flying by on your butt. That was awesome.
People sure think they know what seems best. Too tired to argue, let's give it a rest. Can't pay no mind to what I just said. This is a safe place to lightly tread between your arms. I found the light.
We made it back to Glacier Basin. It was a very quick descent with all the glissading. You can see where we were kind of up there. We took the ridge all the way up to meet the snow, onto the snowfield, and then onto the glacier. A really great route.
People should fight for the cause they want. Might even ban you to prove a point. Don't call the police, they'll raid this joint. I don't want no trouble, I'll save your place. Give me a double of what fate awaits behind the bars. Accuse the night, curse out the stars. After they lock down the bars.
We are just getting back to the road for White River. Note to self, bring approach shoes next time.
It was a gorgeous day, as always. Mount Rainier never lets us down. We'll put the stats at the bottom of the screen. Boop. And as always, thanks for joining us. Make sure to subscribe, keep following along. See you next time.
Worth needing between